Welcome to Mandy's Folktales. Please subscribe and stay tuned.
For many years, the village of Oluwakemi believed Adesewa's children would amount to nothing. They said hunger would break them. They said shame would follow them. They said daughters raised without a man would fail. But destiny had its own plan. Morayo was the first daughter. She grew up watching how the villagers insulted, cheated, and denied justice to her mother. As a child, she asked questions no one could answer. Why do they blame Mama? Why does Papa walk freely? She read borrowed books under a flickering lantern at night. While others slept, Morayo studied. She walked miles to school barefoot. She topped her class. When she gained admission to study law, villagers laughed. A farmer's daughter, a lawyer? Years later, Morayo stood in a courtroom, calm, confident, powerful. The same kind of men who mocked her mother now stood before her, trembling. Damilola watched sickness steal lives in the village. Children died from small infections. Women suffered silently. She learned early how to mix herbs with prayer. But she wanted more than tradition. She wanted science. She studied under hunger, passed exams while selling oranges after school. Medical school nearly broke her, but she didn't quit. The day she wore her white coat, she cried and said, "This is for Mama." Today, Damilola heals people who once pitied her. Fuke loved building things. She fixed broken stools, repaired doors with scraps. When rain destroyed their leaking roof, Fuke studied it silently. One day, I will build Mama a house that never leaks. She entered engineering against all odds. Men mocked her saying, "Women don't build houses." She graduated stronger than all of them, and she kept her promise. Sade was gentle. She taught her younger sisters how to read using charcoal on old wood. She believed knowledge should be shared. Even when hungry, she taught. When she became a teacher, she returned to the village. She taught children who were once forgotten. She became hope in human form. Kemi turned poverty into creativity. She cut old wrappers into dresses, used needles borrowed from neighbors. Her hands created beauty from nothing. She trained, she learnt, she became known. Her designs were worn in cities and abroad. Tosin was sharp. She knew how to sell, bargain, and save. She turned 500 naira into 5,000 naira. She failed many times, but learned faster. She built businesses where others built excuses. Today, she employs people who once mocked her family. Eniola was curious. She asked how radios worked, how phones spoke without wires. She learned coding in secret cyber cafes. She broke barriers, from village girl to tech expert. She built solutions. She built futures. The twins, once abandoned in the hospital, grew up disciplined. They believed in calculations. They loved numbers. They entered finance. Today, they manage money and destinies. The same world that rejected them now trusts them. One morning, cars rolled into Oluwakemi. Dust rose. Villagers gathered. People gasped. Is that Adesewa's children? 9 strong women stepped out. Elegant, confident, unbroken. They built a house for their mother. Painted walls, strong roof, bright windows. Babatunde was old, alone, sick. No child visited. No one cared. From his broken hut, he watched Adesewa's daughters pass in cars. regret was his only companion. They took Adesewa to the city. For the first time, Adesewa wore clean clothes without fear. She smiled freely. She slept peacefully. Daughters became destiny. A woman became royalty. A woman once mocked became a queen. A village that worshipped sons was defeated by daughters. And a village learned too late that greatness has no gender. Thank you for watching. Please kindly comment, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up for more amazing stories. I love you all. Bye.